Okay, 11-2 is about making line plots. And as you learned in 11-1, making line plots is a way of representing data, right? So we're looking at data right here. You could see that the information on this chart, ask yourself, what is this chart about? This chart is about Serena's pencils and how long they are. It looks like she has different color pencils, and they are different length based on how much she uses her pencils. So we are going to put this information on a line plot, right? Now, the first things that we have to do is we have to figure out what numbers are going to go on our line plot.
Now, first thing, since we're using fractions, we have to make sure that the fractions line up. So we have fourths, eighths, and halves right here. Well, we're going to have to use equivalent fractions, and I can make all of these into eighths, so we're going to do that. I'm going to change this 4 3/4 into 4 6/8. And then 4 1/2 becomes 4 4/8. And now you can see that I know my length of these pencils are all in either eighths and or whole numbers, right? So the first thing you're going to want to do when making a line plot is you're going to draw a number line and choose a scale, right? That's a key word here, scale. What numbers are going to go on your number line? You'll have to think about what needs to be the lowest number and what needs to be the highest number. All right. So you see that the step 1 is draw a number line and choose a scale. What should be the highest and lowest number? Well, we're looking here at our data now. The lowest number on our chart is 4 1/8, and the highest number is 5. So I have to make sure that my number line goes from 4 1/8 to 5 inches. Now, because we're talking about fractions, what do I want to count by? I'm going to count by eighths, because now that I've converted them all, I've shown that this is what everyone can be labeled as an eighth. Okay, so I started labeling my number line, and I'm counting by eighths. I want to make sure I go all the way up to 5. So watch how quick I can do that. Boom! That was fast. I love technology. Okay, let's talk about your next step here. Okay, our next step is going to be to write a title for the line plot. You're going to label the line plot to tell what the numbers represent. So there's two things you're doing. One is a title, and the other is a label for the numbers that I just wrote. Let's go back to our data. Well, you can see this chart is all about the length of Serena's pencils, so that's going to make a really good title for our line plot. And the numbers on the data, they all represent inches. So I'm going to want to use that for the label of the numbers. Now your final step is going to be to draw a dot for each data point. And the way I do this is I'm going to go back to my, this is going to be really nice. I'm going to do this. I'll move this over here, make you a little smaller. Alright, so I'm going to take this right over here, and as I put one of these on my chart, I'm going to cross it off. So let's put a dot for 5 inches. Boop. That could be a bigger dot. Let's make a bigger dot. Boop. Oh, I like that one a lot better. Then I'm going to do 4 6/8. Boop. Optional boop noises if you want. You don't have to make the boop noises. 4 6/8 again. Boop. Notice I'm putting it above the other one. Next is 4 1/8. Boop. 4 4/8. Boop. And finally, 4 6/8. Boop. All right, so this shows our data in a line plot now. You can see how many pencils are 4 6/8. By the 3 dots, I know there's definitely 3. What's the length of the longest pencil? 5 inches. And the shortest pencil? 4 1/8 inches. You can answer a lot of questions by using this line plot now. Now, let me show you also, if these steps right here, it's definitely something that you're going to want to remember. Now, I'll tell you, if you don't remember them, you can always look back at page 598 in your workbook. Let me write that down for you. And you'll see the steps of making a line plot are there. So if you need to use that for this lesson and the work that you're doing today, definitely use that resource, page 598. You can see it looks just like this. All right. You're going to see problems that are going to ask you to create your own line plot, just like another one on page 598. Move this down. This is about the most common shoe size, right? So you'll see that there is a title on the line plot. There's a label for the number. All of these numbers are the different sizes of shoe. So if you're going to, this is already step 1 and step 2 have already been done for you. All you have to do is use the data and put it on this chart. And as you go through, you cross it off. 4 1/2. Put your dot there. It's important to remember, don't forget this. Don't forget this. It's important to remember your dots should line up and be like a nice even horizontal line. I'm not going to want to make this next dot like, I don't know, like this. That'd be a bad decision because it's not showing anything. Every dot should be the same size to help you make sense of the line plot. Whoa, who's got a size 10 feet? Bigfoot over there. 5 1/2. You see how the dots are lining up with one another. And when I make my second line here, they're next to each other, and these are next to each other. I have a couple more to do, but I knocked it off. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. You're able to do the line plot. You're able to make sense of them. Again, go back with the steps if you don't remember how to do it. Good luck.